We Love Facts presents 15 times the Simpsons predicted the future. Syrian War. In 2001, Bart, Milhouse, Nelson, and Ralph form a boy band named the Party Posse, make a hit song called Drop the Bomb, and in their music video, they drop a bomb on what appears to be an unknown Arab country. And if you look closely, a Jeep in the video clearly displays the flag now used by the Syrian opposition. It's also noteworthy that there was no functioning Syrian opposition when the episode aired. FIFA scandal. A year before the football world was turned upside when a series of high-ranking FIFA officials were arrested by the FBI on charges of corruption, a similar thing played out in a 2014 episode of The Simpsons. Homer is visited by the executive vice president of the World Football Federation, who wants him to be a referee in the upcoming World Cup. He's promptly arrested by American authorities for corruption and carted off. The episode even predicted Germany as the winners of that year's tournament. President Trump. 16 years ago, the legendary animated series predicted President Trump would take office. So, whether you're a conspiracy or coincidence theorist, the question now is, what will The Simpsons predict next? Back in the show's 11th season in 2000, Bart Simpson has an opportunity to see 30 years where Lisa has assumed the presidency from Trump, who has left the country in debt. "We've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump," she said. BENGT HOLMSTROM wins the Nobel Prize. In 2016, BENGT HOLMSTROM of MIT and Oliver Hart of Harvard were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics for work on contact theory and how to evaluate whether things should be government-run or privately owned. But eagle-eyed Simpson fans were not surprised. Milhouse predicted the win in the 2010 Simpsons season premiere via a Nobel Prize betting pool. His pick is to the right of Martin's circled red pick. The Higgs-boson particle. Homer Simpson predicted the mass of the Higgs-boson particle 14 years before it was actually figured out for real by scientists at the Large Hadron Collider. Mathematical experts say this equation, written by Homer on a blackboard, is eerily accurate. If you work it out, you get the mass of a Higgs boson that's only a bit larger than the nanomass of a Higgs boson actually is. 9/11. You're deep into the conspiracy theory rabbit hole if you think this one is even vaguely feasible, but here we go anyway. There's the 1997 episode entitled The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson. In the show, Lisa Simpson presents a magazine entitled New York. The theory making the rounds is that the magazine's cover design alluded to the 9/11 attacks that would take place 4 years later. Greek financial crisis. In the episode Politically Inept with Homer Simpson, which first aired in January 2013, Homer appears in a tongue-in-cheek version of Fox News. During his appearance, the news ticker shows a headline which reads, "Europe puts Greece on eBay." 3 years on, this off-the-cuff joke has become eerily true. Voting machine controversy. In 2008, The Simpsons showed Homer trying to vote for Barack Obama in the U.S. general election, but a faulty machine changed his vote. 4 years later, a voting machine in Pennsylvania had to be removed after it kept changing people's votes for Barack Obama to ones for his Republican rival, Mitt Romney. The NSA scandal. 6 years before Edward Snowden blew the whistle on the true extent of the NSA's spying on American citizens, the Simpsons movie featured an extended gag about the extensive surveillance network of the National Security Agency. The building contains thousands of workers listening to private conversations across the country, and Marge's loose lips lead to the family's arrest. The Ebola crisis. There was a reference to the Ebola crisis in a 1997 episode in which Marge tries to coax a sick Bart out of bed. She suggests he read a book before producing one entitled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. The horrific virus hit headlines much more recently in real life after striking in West Africa in 2013 and quickly reaching epidemic proportions, prompting border closures and travel restrictions. Grease thieves. In 2011, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported that thieves had stolen at least $2,000 worth of grease from the privately owned restaurant. The owner spoke about a large underground market for used cooking grease. However, The Simpsons already predicted this. In the season 10 premiere, Lard of the Dance, which first aired in 1998, Homer and Bart initiate a get-rich-quick scheme where they attempt to steal grease from Springfield Elementary in order to sell it for a profit. Gym Mat Sandwich. Anyone who's ever had a public school lunch knows how completely inedible they can be. One episode of The Simpsons shows Lunch Lady Doris running gym mats through a meat grinder. Apparently, this is what she's serving the kids for their school lunches. But gym mats? That's unheard of. That would never happen, right? Like Lunch Lady Doris, McDonald's seemed to like the idea of using gym mats in their food. One of the ingredients found in the bun of the McRib is azodicarbonamide, which is commonly used in the production of gym mats to keep them spongy. Leaders, not readers. In the Simpson movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, as the president of the USA, is asked to make a tough decision about the future of Springfield. However, he simply responds, "I was elected to lead, not to read." Taking this sentiment seriously, in the 2012 elections, politician Herman Cain ran for president with the slogan, "We need a leader, not a reader." Thankfully, people were smart enough to realize what a terrible slogan that was. Wrecking Ball. Remember when Homer swung about on a wrecking ball? It happened in 1994, and it was amazing. Miley Cyrus did the same thing in 2013 in her now famous music video. Stolen Sugar Truck. In one episode, Homer steals a huge pile of sugar from a crashed truck and keeps it in his backyard. He plans to sell it door to door, but the sugar melts in the rain. A couple of years later, someone actually stole a freaking sugar truck. In 2009, two boys were arrested by police in India for stealing a sugar truck. The kids were supposed to clean the truck, but took it while it was parked in front of the boss's house. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and leave us a comment below. To stay up to date with the most amazing videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned. A new video is coming out soon.